And personally, I believe that we can wrangle some of the corruption when it's local. Like I can wrangle the corruption in my neighborhood here, but if I got to worry about my neighborhood, then I got to worry about somebody in the city, then I got to worry about the county, then the state coming in, and I got to worry about all these people before I can take care of what I know and all my neighbors in my neighborhood. The crime will just go out of control because I got to check in with them, and are they sick, and are they on leave, and are they rich? So I just think that's why I like smaller government. But with that lady, let me just throw this out. With the lady, when she was talking, one of the things that stuck out to me, man, and I'm sure it stuck out to you. She said under Donald Trump, it won't take years for black people to be poisoned to death. You know, that fear-mongering thing that I hear people do is wild to me. Do you guys remember? It's the classic boogeyman, scare everybody to fall in line type of bullshit. Y'all remember in 2016, you know, we were supposed to all be back on plantations after Trump got elected the first time. I think by 2018, all of y'all was supposed to be in shackles picking cotton again. That's what they were selling, and I'm that's what they were selling here in California. You know, I'm in the most liberal state in the union, and that's just crazy to me. So when he says stuff like goodbye to the EPA, and you guys are more well versed on that, the Department of Education, bye. We don't need the Department of, listen, give it back to the states, man. You guys know No Child Left Behind was a failure for black folk. It's because the schools they were penalizing poor people unfairly. That's what No Child Left Behind did. But that's because federal came in and said, all of y'all got to do this, pass them kids, whether they smart or not. If them kids is failing and they don't want to go to school, he still get to go from 8th grade to 9th grade. There's no such thing as leaving somebody behind in class anymore, like it was when I was in school. That's crazy to me because all it does is de-incentivize the teachers to just keep working harder, and the kids know shit. I'm gonna go anyway, whether I go to class, do my homework or not. Even Common Core that was adopted by like 35, 40 states or so, something like that. That was a failure too, in my personal opinion. California, they got Common Core here. I think they got it in New York. They got it in Illinois. But then now that's not federal. But when you talk about something being federalized, when you got states like Virginia, you got states like Texas that didn't adopt Common Core. When you look at the test scores, you look at the aptitude of the students, they happen to just be smarter. And you would think that it would work. I mean, I see it makes sense on paper, but it doesn't. It didn't in the end, and that's why Georgia got rid of it. Florida got rid of Common Core. Because standardized testing is teachers need to have the flexibility to be able to work with their students at the level. They got to meet the students where they're at. But when they got to take these tests that make things harder, it just fucks shit up. And that's what happens when the government comes in and just starts putting on regulation and telling teachers what they got to do and telling teachers what they got to, how they have to teach their students and shit like that. I don't like that kind of stuff. So that's just me. Now, Project 2025, it makes way for a more conservative government. I don't have a problem with that because I'm conservative. Project 2025, it criminalizes shit like pornography, and it gets rid of protections for discrimination-based bullshit, gender identity, and all that kind of stuff. It does get rid of DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion. I don't have no problem with that. But you guys know how I think. I'm on some, get shit done. You know what I'm saying? Get GTD, get things done. I'm like, yo, work hard, be nice to people. Be nice to people, and you'll be rewarded.
But see, but I just want to chime in for 2 seconds. You really hit it on the head right there, Shannon. Because the simple fact, what it really does is remove all the slackers. It removes all the people who are looking for a lifeline, right? Or try to hide behind some sort of facade, right? It really makes people have to really perform.
Yo, Lewis, what are you talking about? The blacks are the only ethnicity that don't get funding or subsidies that this country allots. Let's cut the BS. Both sides are
Bro, that's
accessible.
bullshit.
I've been
That's
holding on
bullshit.
this for.
I'm black and I've
Wait,
gotten funding. What are you talking
Asians,
about?
whoa. Since I'm BSing, Asians don't get subsidies and things that blacks don't get. Jews don't get subsidies and stuff blacks don't get. Whites don't get stuff that blacks don't get. You want me to keep going? You want me to keep going? He would say that because he's conservative. Project 25 is uproot every federal servant and make them conservative. If you're a Republican, it favors you. Wait. Neil Gorsuch. What was it? Brett Kavanaugh. Amy Cohen Barrett. The three Supreme Court justices. Are you paying attention to the chess moves that are being made? You understand? When Republicans got what they wanted, they stayed quiet. They were against Trump. He said, here's your lobbyists. Here's what you want. I'm not going to say anything. She has a right to say what she wants to say about Trump. I know Trump from Central Park 5. And that's emotion. And I'm not going to ever get rid of that. You took a 2-page article out on 5 black youths that never did nothing and said they should be executed. What black man could do that in a periodical or note in New York and get away with it? And then when he found out, it is documented, you can find it. While he was president, he said they were all exonerated. He said they probably did something. This is the most disrespectful dude that was ever put in the office to represent this country. We are a laughing stock. Despite him, record lows of unemployment, jobs up, 6,000 more for middle class families. This is the regime around him to make it look good. Free blacks that did something, but don't give them re-entry programs so that they can stay out of jail. Let's talk about the things that make sense. He can throw y'all a chicken bone while he's electing 300 federal judges. What do you think? He's looking at the long game. Y'all just talking points. Did y'all do the research? This country was never made for us. We still consider 3/5 of slave in a constitution that still stands. You bang Obama. I bang him too because he gave more for the alphabet community than blacks. But there's almost this much amount of paperwork that can make the novel War and Peace for stuff that he tried to get past. Count every gray hair in his head. You think he was just for black people? That's what he wanted. That's what they wanted him. No, you have to be for a country. That's not fair.
Trump you just said
Trump has nothing
so they stopped
good.
It at the black stuff.
You just made Trump about black people.
Wait.
Instead of the country.
Did I tell me exactly what statement I made about blacks? Or should I go back to? Let's go back to when him and his father used to attend Klan rallies. That's documented. So
documented where is the documenting of? I'd love to see this. Please post it in the chat.
His father was arrested at a Klan rally in New York. It actually did happen.
Yeah. I said to say his father was arrested. I'm saying he said him and his father were arrested at a Klan rally. I gotta see this. Post it.
Okay, well, Marcus, you send
it to
him.
Okay, I'll find it and send it. I just want to redirect one thing.
Post me that, please.
And as for the Board of Education, we shouldn't be reading them books. You understand? It was substandard. It was proven through documentation the educational system was right and favored those that have rather than the have-nots. They made the test for passing, the learning test, the Regents test, and all those were found biased.
More reason to get rid of the Board of Education, right?
Let me ask you this.